My back tire just like grinded that rock. Homemade carb mix might kill you on my on-site.
I put a good gouge in my cranks. I don't know if that downgrades me.
And your bash guard. You hit your bash guard hard too.
That's what it's there for.
Plenty of bushes, right?
You guys are brave back there.
You guys are brave too. I'm crashing, it's fine. Another beautiful day in the forest. We're gonna go do some vert today. We're on my local hill again at the Sandia Crest, but we're gonna go do some trails that are both new and new to me. We're gonna climb the road today to get up to the 10K trailhead. And so that's where North Course comes off of, that downhill track that I rode a few weeks ago. But we're gonna actually take it the other way and take this trail called 10K all the way to Tre Spring. Tre Spring's a trail that's been around for a while. I just haven't personally ridden it yet. So I'm thinking we can go on an adventure today and check out a new trail and work through some of the features that we find on it. And then we're gonna continue down the Oso Corridor, which I believe is a newer connector off of the Challenge extension, another black downhill that I'm super excited to check out. So we're gonna get about 20 miles in today on one big ascent and one big descent. I can't wait to work through some of these features with you guys. Let's get up that hill.
$1 ass, $1 fish. They already know $1 fish. Sit back, stack my residual, should've known. I blow like an inner tube, I got hate. On haters is pitiful, get a bug.
So Sam was reading this sign at one of the stops, and he noticed that the ski area icon has a bike on the lift. Now the ski area is right there, and there's no bike park on that.
It doesn't uplift bikes.
Curious. Perhaps in the future, there may be a bike park on this hill. Oh. That is strong. I don't know. It just like hit the back of my throat like really hard. Homemade carb mix might kill you, but it will keep you going.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I know actually what turnoff I'm talking about too though. I'm gonna take this all a little bit slower so I can spot the trail we gotta turn off on. Gosh, I'll tell you what though, it feels good to be back on the enduro bike. I've been riding my park bike a lot lately. Here we go. So here's Challenge Trail to 10K. Cool. All right, so turn on to 10K after a quick jog on Challenge Trail from the 10K trailhead. Wow, she's wet. My back tire just like grinded that rock.
Oh, yeah.
Very elegant. I followed your line, it was a good line.
Yeah.
Woo! Pretty important to keep constant pedal pressure. I like how this is marked as blue. It's a pretty aggressive blue. I do think, like on Strava and Trail Forks, 10K is black, but there's all the little blue diamonds on the tree, and I'm like, you're mocking me. Yeah. Woo! Okay, not to mention, we're not doing any favors for ourselves by doing this when it's still greasy. Okay, so some of the things for me that I look for when like riding a new trail is one, just being super patient with myself. Like, you know, because you ride all the crazy trails on this hill. I think it's pretty easy for me to get like, oh, slippery, discouraged if I can't just like on-site everything. But, you know, obviously take this way slower than what I would doing like North Course or Challenge. Really trying to keep my eyes up And you'll notice I'm giving Sam a lot more space today because I want to work through this trail myself. I don't necessarily want to just follow his line. And then of course, you know, once I get more familiar with the trail, it's super fun to follow people because it makes great follow footage for you guys too. But yeah, I'm gonna go significantly slower through this type of stuff. Really keep my eyes up. And honestly, I'm not really looking for any kind of like hero lines either. Like, I feel like on trails I know really well, I'm always like, oh, can I find a fresh gap or something? But this, through that, yeah, wow, you can see all the,
I put mine on it.
yeah. See, like right here's a perfect example where like I probably should have went wide and done the easy line, but I took it high, and then now like my tires are so caked up, I don't want to do that because I think Sam smashed his bash guard. Okay. Wow, look at how big this tree is. My God. It's so beautiful. Thank you, just us two. Oh, what a beautiful forest. Can you believe how much this changes too? Just like a little bit ago, it was all rocks and all roots. And now this is just like a beautiful loamer. So now it's really critical to make sure you're practicing smart brake management over these wet roots. You know, because when they're dry, not a huge deal. But if you try to brake and go diagonal over a wet root, it's game over. The dirt's great now, huh?
There's one little soft spot there.
Yeah, well, I think the dirt feels great because we're not being attacked by roots and rocks quite as much.
Oh, yeah.
Must have got dumped on up here.
Yeah.
I don't think I've really ever seen it this wet.
Ooh, look how pretty the sky is.
This is a really nice change of pace for the like Sandias trails.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I come out here, it's like road up, trail down, and I kind of do like the extremes. You know, it's like I don't want to trail ride back here because I've got, you know, 4K of vert. If I so choose, I'm gonna squeeze out the vert. So it's kind of cool to do a little bit more of like a trail ridey thing up here.
That's what you're saying. Apparently this is Tre Springs. That's not what the sign said.
What did it say?
It said like South Crest Trail or something. Oh, there's a little fence at that intersection. So here's a trail we've truly never seen before. Heard it's really rocky, so we'll be a little conservative with how greasy it feels today, but if it's out in the sun, it'll be good. For something that's a new trail, we'll kind of look for everything that rolls, not take any hucks that look too crazy. But I'll still take a lot of high lines because they're generally better. They give you more options. You know, the higher you are up on the hill, the more you can go down. So almost always take a high line when I'm trying something new. Yeah, had a lot of pedal marks on it.
Yeah.
But when you see stuff like that and you know what you're doing, you can still just hop off little things and have a good time, even if you're riding the trail blind. They really left all the stumps when they cut this. I guess we should have told that guy to come here for the view.
I know, he missed out on a really nice view. Geez.
Wow, this is amazing.
That's really nice.
Up and over rocks whenever possible, so we maintain our straight line. You try to weave too much, you get hung up, and especially when things are slippery, it becomes a problem. Always. A little bit of an off camber there. You got to keep that low foot down, helps you shift your weight uphill and keep that traction. But these rocks aren't as bad as 10K. Maybe as we're getting lower, it's drier, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a good descent. Oh, look, I picked up an inchworm. Oh no, come on, grab on. All right, never mind. He can go on the leaf. You don't want to ride on my bike, go on the leaf. I wonder what these would feel like at full speed. These kind of things are where you kind of learn to find flow in hard places, because clobbering over them is not the best. But high consequence when you start like bunny hopping from rock to rock and stuff. Just the two of us. Thanks. Man, it's hard to see the trail. Really hard to tell what's coming up next. It was worse on the ski runs where that grass was growing up like crazy. But that's early July for you. We're almost into monsoon season now. We kind of slept in and went out late this morning, but that's gonna not really be an option once it gets into monsoon season, because it thunderstorms every afternoon. Don't really want to be up here during that. All right, we got a little up here. Come on. Oh, yes. Thanks, tree. Yeah, I think my pedals might be a couple millimeters shorter. I bought like a 200 pack of pins because these are my favorite pedals. So I can just keep replacing pins in them. This kind of reminds me of Taharis, just that the dirt's just a darker color. Woo! Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah! Woo! There's a trail that goes up there?
That was fine. That was fine.
Yeah, there was like a helpful root on the way down. These aren't so steep that I can't stop in the middle of them, so I'm not too worried about just jumping into one blind. But this will wear out your whatever muscle pulls your bike up in your back. Doing a lot of like rowing here. Yeah, I've been clobbering so far, so I'm just like in a clobbering mood now. Here we go. All right, let's try this again. Just don't want to slide down. Oh, that worked just fine. Wah. What are you doing?
I'm okay.
I don't think I caught you in the camera. I wish I would have. I should have turned around. Whoa! Good little back tire lift. Ooh! Let's try it right along the edge of the trail. Yeah, look at that. That worked. Making a lot of like snap decisions up here. I like that somebody cut above the tree for all of these. It's pretty fun. It's kind of funny because riding at this pace is not at all what this would look like at full speed. So some of the line choices you make are completely different. I think we go down, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it. This definitely gets some nice wash. Yeah.
All right, how was your run of Tre Spring?
That was good. It was clunky. I mean, it's good to see, and now you'll take different lines when you go faster.
Yeah. I'm gonna give myself like a C on execution, just because like I haven't trail ridden in so long that I was like erring on the side of caution and clumsiness. I was getting better the further down we got, but I'm gonna give myself a C on my on-site.
I put a good gouge in my cranks. I don't know if that downgrades me.
And your bash guard. You hit your bash guard hard too.
That's what it's there for.
Facts.
It's the cranks that I'm worried about.
All right, let's do some Oso. This actually looks kind of awesome. We'll see what we get, if we get death rocks or.
Okay, another brand new trail. Oso Corredor. Thanks, amigos. Oh yeah. Look at this. Just dirt. Where are the rocks?
Okay, class. Can anybody tell me the English word for Oso? That's right, class. It's bear. Oso is the Spanish word for bear. Why is this the Oso Corridor? I don't know. But there better not be any bears on it. Unless y'all want to hear me scream like a little girl. No, but wow! Shit! I'm crashing, it's fine.
Bruh.
All right, 0 out of 10. I did a bad job. We're back. Nah, but luckily, New Mexico is not part of grizzly territory. So I think any Osos we run into here will be pretty scared of us. That has been our experience anyway. We've run into a handful of Osos and they're just like little scaredy cats. They're pretty big though. Like it was like last season, we actually ran into a mama and her cubs, and I swear she was the size of a smart car. And like, maybe that's me telling like fishing stories just because it was like kind of frightening, but she was a big girl.
Talking about that mama bear?
Yeah, she was big, right?
I mean, mama bears are big.
Yeah, she was thick.
Bear's like 400 pounds.
Yeah. She's probably on gear for sure. Huge girl. Hitting the gym on that off season. Bulking. That was a really nice hang up. I like threw my front tire over it. My back tire just like went clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah, that's like, I put my seat up too.
It is sandy and piney, and I wish I could do like a smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
This smells so good. Like,
Well, what they said on the tram,
no.
4 climate zones.
Oh, true. Yeah, there are 4 climate zones out here. I think we've seen maybe 2 of them. Jesus, hang up city. Okay, so Oso and Tre Spring both were a lot more undulating than I expected. You know, there's been a few spots where we're dumping gears and climbing, and some flatter spots too, which is cool. But part of me was like, oh, we're going down the mountain, we're gonna be going down. But I like it. It's a nice refresh for a challenge. Just when you can. Oh, nice. Now there's plenty of bushes, right?
You guys are brave back there.
You guys are brave too. Have fun. They were cute. We're just like, oh, when it's safe, and they just go into the trees. I shall become one with the bushes. I do not want to become one with the bushes. Gross. All right. I really should be used to my wet tires by now, because they're like, they got a lot of mud on them, but I'm still just a little timid, which is fine. You don't really get too much of an opportunity to ride wet trail, and like, honestly, dude, this is wet. You know, like, it could be worse, but oh, this was a weird ride. I took it. This is nice. Nice little reprieve. But I just know terrors are afoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been riding this trail for long enough that it ain't gonna just give me flow all of a sudden. Okay, so we made it to the end of the Oso Connector. There's a lot of like, there's like a four-way here. If you go up to the left, it'll take you back to the street, which is what we're gonna do to get back to our car because we parked at the ski area. You can go that way, which is like faulty to Challenge. And then back that way is also faulty. And that actually takes you to Lower Sandias, like Dock Long area and stuff like that. So,
Oh, really?
yeah,
So
yeah.
we could get back to Ormijo.
We could, yeah, you could do like a full thing. So yeah, we started at 10K and we're all the way down to 7,800. So that was a pretty nice descent. Yeah.
Great descent.
Yeah, let's get out of here. So for your guys' visibility, we are just taking Challenge from that big intersection, and it takes us back to actually the Tre Spring trailhead. So you can find a way to like bushwhack onto the street, but this part of Challenge to climb is really easy and really nice. So out of Oso, just hop back onto Challenge and you can make your way up to Tre Spring, and then either continue on Challenge up to the ski area or just pop out on the road to get to the ski area where we parked. We'll see you guys at the car. All done. Let's get a stat check. We went 15 miles, about 2,600 feet of climbing. It took us, what, 3 hours? Yeah, so 3 hours isn't too bad for like 3 trails that we've never really done before and kind of check stuff out. What was your favorite part of the 3 trails, or your favorite trail?
I would say Tre Springs was fun. I would say reflecting back, the most important thing about new trails, especially rocky ones, especially when they're wet, is just being loose. You know, like you're gonna hit a compression you didn't expect. You gotta be able to athletically take that. Your back tire's gonna go somewhere you didn't want. You gotta be ready for that. But you just gotta be loose with it. And I guess that just takes confidence of having ridden many different trails in many different places.
Yeah, and with that being said, you know, when there's stuff like I got off and walked a lot and I didn't get bothered by that at all, because we'll go back and do that again. And I could stop and actually try features, but for me, first time I do a new trail, I kind of like stopping and checking it out and just taking it slow. So I thought I had a great time. I set my expectations appropriately. And yeah, found some new trails for us to hit as we're out here on the back of the mountain. So hope you guys enjoyed clobbering along with us. We'll catch you guys next time and see you on the trails.